Hello Capricorns, and welcome back to my channel. This is Awaken Healings with Jess. I'm here to bring you your monthly reading for October. This is a general reading. This is for Capricorn, sun signs, moon signs, rising signs, and Venus signs. So, general. So take what resonates and leave what does not. Don't try and force any storylines that aren't currently resonating with you. You'll know what resonates and what doesn't. All right. So, I'm trying out a new setup. We'll see how this works. I'm still kind of fidgeting with the light a little bit. Just trying to get it correct. Also, the sun is going down behind me, and it's also altering, the lighting here. So I'm just trying to make sure that it's good. Okay, so Capricorns, good to see you all. It's been a while. I wasn't able to do the recordings earlier in the month. My spirit guides just wouldn't. They wouldn't allow me to do that. They were like, nope, it's not time. It's not right. There's some awesome spiritual things that are happening with me personally. So it's like, okay, you got to focus on yourself right now because you need that energy. You need to focus on that. And then when things are settled, you can go back and do this. So I'm here. I feel really good. I'm really jazzed to be doing the readings for the month of October. It's been a really interesting month. So some technical difficulties. Speaking of like not being allowed to record, so I actually sat down last night to start the recordings, and I did yours. I did Aquarius, Pisces, and Sagittarius. And when I went to upload them onto YouTube, nothing was happening. And I was like, oh my God. Okay, so I guess I was able to sit down last night and do the recordings. I guess Spirit was like, that's not the message. That's not what's going to go through. So I don't know. I'm leaving it up to the divine, and I'm redoing your recording. So I just thought I'd share that with you. It's been interesting. We also have Mercury going retrograde at the end of the month. I thought, okay, is retrograde starting early? Because retrograde also, not only does it impact communication, but it also impacts like technology and travel. So for what it's worth. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's connect energetically. Let's take some nice cleansing breaths. And let's tune in to the lovely sound of the tuning bowl. Here we go. Okay, great. That was lovely. I always love how that just sort of grounds and centers me. So I'm going to pull 3-card spread from Goddess of the Moon Oracle deck just to get some theme cards. Wow, these cards want to really speak to you, which is a good thing. But right now, we're still in October. We're in Libra season for a few more days. We go into Scorpio season next week on the 23rd. So that's exciting. What do we have for you? Okay, self-love. Yeah, Capricorn. Gotta take care of ourselves. We are going through a big transitional period. The planet of Saturn has just gone direct. The planet of Saturn governs personal transition, big changes, karma. So a lot of us have released a lot of the karma that needed to be released, and we're making peace with the past. A lot of that's behind us, but it's been a lot of work. I feel like a lot of us have been either focusing on our healing, or it's like, okay, in order to not feel the pain, we've been throwing ourselves into work, working late hours, accepting new projects, just being extra busy, multitasking, things like that, but it's burning ourselves out, Capricorn. So be real careful with that. Take some time to go within, to meditate, to journal. Find a quiet space, maybe go on a quiet weekend getaway, or, do something nice for yourself. You got to take care of yourself. I feel like this could also mean setting up boundaries for some of you. That just came in strongly, setting up personal boundaries, okay? Up next, we have the card of action. Absolutely. This is definitely a time for action, inspired action. So we just had an awesome full moon in full moon in Aries on the 13th, and that was fire energy. That was all about self-care. What are we going to do for ourselves? What's next? How can I look out for my best interest? And it's okay to be a little bit selfish right now. You deserve it. Right now, we are scripting our next chapters in our lives, and we need to be a little bit self-centered right now, and that's okay. But this card of action is like, all right, don't rest on your laurels, or don't get stuck in that energy. Go forth, prosper, and make a beautiful life. So that's what I feel like this card is all about. And releasing the past. You got to release the past in order to move forward, and move forward with clarity and with freedom. And I feel like you're doing that. I feel like you're just done with that. You're just done with that energy. You're done with the lessons. And it's stuff that you could have been clearing 6 months ago, 7 months now, back in March and April. You could have been clearing stuff from 10 years ago, or even 35 years. So those are the big karmic cycles that we're dealing with right now. We're releasing all that. We're healing our core wounds. We're no longer being victim to what used to trigger us. We now are more aware of those triggers, and we've taken steps to either mitigate that or to heal ourselves from that, and it's no longer a thing. But you've learned how to surrender and how to release, and you're trusting the universe. You're allowing the universe to guide you forward onto the path of abundance and enlightenment. All right. So up next, I'm going to use this new awesome tarot deck. It is the Santa Muerte tarot deck. This is for Halloween and in honor of Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. So that will be on the 1st of November. Halloween is on the 31st of October. And I absolutely love this time of year. I'm Hispanic, so this is sort of part of my culture. But right now it's about celebrating life. Contrary to popular belief with all the ghosts and goblins, and hauntings and things like that, we all love to talk about this time of year. No, it's about celebrating life, being grateful and thankful that you have air in your lungs to breathe and a life to live, and that you were gifted with the gift of life today, that you woke up for another day of life. So take time to reflect on that gift. Take time to reflect on your loved ones who've gone before you. Your ancestors are around you. The veil between the living and the dead is thin this time of year. So it's a great time to really try and connect spiritually and energetically with your ancestors. They have gifts for you. They have messages for you. So be mindful, be watchful of the signs and synchronicities around you, because I think you'd be surprised at actually the messages that are coming through for you. All right? Pay attention to your dreams as well. There's a lot of messages come through from the other side through our dreams at night. But yeah, this is a great time of year. It also kicks off the holiday season, celebration of life. It's like, yeah, let's keep celebrating. So you have Thanksgiving next month, which is all about gratitude and being thankful. And we have Christmas, being around family and friends and loved ones, and just enjoying life. I feel like this time period really is about enjoying life. And we've got New Year's, new beginnings, will of change, right? So lots to look forward to. But yeah, so I'm kind of bummed that I had to redo your readings. It was crazy that, I did the 4 readings last night trying to get ahead, and I couldn't upload them. But like I said, I've been struggling, just with the energy to sit down and do them. And, I was able to do them last night, and they were really good too. That's the thing. They were really good. And I thought about recreating the reading, going back and pulling all the cards. But no, it didn't feel right. I'm like, nope, this feels fake. It feels inauthentic. It needs to come through. So I'm redoing your readings right now. But we'll see what comes out, because right now a lot of your cards are still face down to me. There's only 2 that are upright. And it's not enough for me to really discern, like, okay, what's the direction of this reading? But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a good vibe from this. So I'm actually really curious to see what's going to pop up. But yeah, I wanted to say one more thing about the full moon in Aquarius. I'm sorry, in Aries. I don't know why Aquarius is on the mind. Maybe some of you are dealing with Aquarius. But it's all about, you know, boxing up the energy of the past. And I feel like Aquarius can, again with the Aquarius, Aries is a fire sign. And like I said, they're very motivated. They're very driven. They're very self-centered in a good way. And it's like, all right, what do I need to do to take care of myself? And how do I get out of this boo-hoo-ness? So I feel like that was the energy of the full moon. It's like, okay, we've done the boo-hooing. We've done the crying. We've done the you know, talking ad nauseum, the overanalyzing the situation and why did this happen and blah, blah, blah. And so I feel like the energy of the full moon was just like, all right, it's done. It's over with. Get that crap out of the way. Let's get excited about life. So I feel like that's the energy right now. Okay. Yeah. It's a good energy. At first it hit me a bit heavy on the eve of the full moon and the day of the full moon. It was bringing up some stuff, you know, and I was like, oh, where is this coming from? And I haven't thought about that in a while, but it brought it to surface, and it's like, okay, yeah, let's look at that. Let's feel our way through it. Let's honor it, and then send that feeling off in love and light, and then know and understand that it's no longer going to trigger me. So it was karma, you know, it's like old remnants of karma, because a lot of that energy gets stuck in our bodies physically down at the cellular level, and we hang on to that stuff. We hang on to sadness, depression, anger, anxiety, stress, you know, but as we heal ourselves, the physical body releases in layers. It's like peeling back the onion just to get rid of more stuff. So I feel like that's what was happening with me on the during this full moon. It was like releasing just old pockets of just energy that didn't need to be in my physical being. So I don't know if that's how if that's something that you all have experienced, but that was my experience with the full moon. It's pretty interesting. Okay, so bottom of the deck is Seven of Cups. Illusion. Choices. Yeah. I get this, and I get the sense that you have a lot of choices to choose from. I think you can go in different directions right now, multiple directions. So I feel like right now you're not quite settled on one outcome over another. I feel like some of you are weighing some options here, and you're kind of indifferent. You're like, well, you know, I don't know which way I want to go yet. So I feel like you're trying to feel out the energetic vibe of this new cycle, this new transition, and I feel like you're kind of taking your time with it. So I'm not getting the sense that it's like, oh, you know, I gotta hurry up and do this. It's like, no, let me just sort of, you know, groove with this energy. Because we're in Libra season still, and that is about balancing energy within yourself, with your new environment, and with other people. And it's about harmonizing these relationships to really create balance. And I feel like you are definitely vibing with the energy, and you're trying to find your groove to where you're going to eventually balance yourself out. But I think you're taking your time with it. So Capricorn, central to your reading, you are being represented as the sun. This is a lovely card. This is the happiest card of the deck, of the tarot deck. Yeah. The universe is shining upon you. Your future is bright. Everything is going your way. The birds are singing. You're skipping along. You know, the sky is blue. Everything's great for you. I feel like you are really in a good energetic spot right now. And crossing you is the Hanged Man. This is Pisces energy. So maybe some of you are dealing with a Pisces. It's coming in reverse. So Remember how I was telling you how you're kind of like, you have options and you know you have options, but you're sort of like, let me see. This is why. Because when the hangman comes in, this is about taking a moment to stop, reflect, and consider all possibilities, consider all perspectives, look at things in a different way, take a situation, turn it upside down, and what do you get? What does that look like? What does that mean? So I feel like this is what you're doing with yourself and with the opportunities that come your way. You're being really methodical. I think you're being really curious about what that opportunity or the cup really entails and what that's going to mean for you. So foundational to that, you have the Six of Pentacles coming in reversed. So I feel like something was out of balance for you. Maybe you gave more than you received. Because this is usually when Six of Pentacles is upright, it's about giving and receiving equally and fairly. When it's reversed, it's out of balance. Either you took a lot more than you were able to give back, or the vice versa. You gave a lot more of yourself than what you actually received. So I feel like maybe that's why you have the hangman crossing you, because I think you're trying to be smart about the next choices that you make. And I feel like this could also be with a person. Maybe in a romantic situation. I'm not getting the sense that you're in a relationship right now. I'm getting the sense that you're thinking about relationships. And I think you're thinking about what you want in a future partner and what you want your future relationship to look and feel like. And I feel like what's on your mind is equal give and take, equal partnership. I also kind of feel like that's true for maybe a job situation or like an office environment. But I do, for some reason, that came in pretty clearly. It's about you thinking about your next relationship and how you want to do it right and how you want it to be better and how you want to attract a better person who's going to be an equal giver and receiver, right? Because some people, are great givers, but they have a horrible time receiving love because of core wounding. It's like, I can't receive your gift of love, but I will give you lots of love. And that's also an imbalance, and that's something that's not going to work either. So just something to think about. Speaking of love, in a recent past, Knight of Cups. So maybe you are holding back on declaring your love for someone. Maybe someone is thinking about declaring their love for you or their feelings for you. Knights are always messengers. They bring messages of inspiration, love, abundance, whatever it is that their suit is representing. In this case, this is a cup. The Knight of Cups is the most romantic card of the deck. He's emotionally available. He's very sensitive and sincere. He's very sweet. He's the person who writes the love poems. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He is in love with love. He is the ultimate romantic. So because this is reversed, I think you're thinking about, again, I think you're doing some self-reflection about what you want in a relationship. And I feel like this is you doing the work to manifest. I really do get that, because I really do think that you're thinking about this. It's like, all right, either you have someone in mind or you're dreaming, manifesting the love that you want to crystallize here in the 3D. Okay? In your near future, Knight of Wands, reversed, passion. Okay, I get the sense with these two cards, you have the romantic and the player. Could be player, but I think this is someone who's very passionate, very sexual, very coupled with the person who's in love with love. So this is, I think for some of you, you want, like I said, you want balance in this relationship. You want it all. You want the love. You want the sex. You want the passion, the excitement, the partnership, the friendship, the foundation. You want a well-rounded, healthy, sexual, loving relationship. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And with the sun central to your reading, the universe is like, we hear you, Capricorn. We hear you. You will have it. So just keep your vibrational energy high. Don't fixate on specifics. Just focus on this feeling of awesomeness, this feeling of ultimate love. I mean, it is the well-rounded, healthy type of love, and it's amazing. Like, I am vibing with it right now, and holy shit. So keep your energy high. Keep it easy breezy and fun. Don't go into low vibrational with fear, like, oh my god, maybe you won't. No. Don't go there. We're not even gonna feed that beast. We're not doing that. We're keeping it right here. Love and sex and balance and fun and adventure and connection and soulmates. This is what you want, okay? That's what I feel like you are manifesting and working on. It's reversed because it's not ready to come to fruition just yet. There's things that needs to happen within you to get in alignment with it. But on your mind's eyes, Queen of Wands could be thinking about a fire sign. That's Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius. No, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I think someone is dealing with an Aquarius because I have been saying Aquarius all reading long. So please comment below. Let me know who it is because I really want to know, because Aquarius is coming through here. So now that we've said it, hopefully I can start speaking clearly, because every time I think Aries, the word Aquarius comes out. I don't know what that means. If it resonates for you, please comment below, because I really want to know what that means, what all that's about, because it's not making any sense to me. All right? But anyway, Queen of Wands. I feel like this is what's on your mind's eye. This is what's on your mind. She's very loving. She's very social. She's the social butterfly. She's the ultimate party girl. So I feel like Capricorns, I feel like you're trying to breathe in new excitement into your life, and you're looking for this Queen of Wands type energy in your partner. All right, this is awesome. Magician, you're manifesting. Didn't I say that? Didn't I just say that? I didn't even know this was right here. You are in your magician element. You're in your magician power. You're feeling yourself. You're in the groove. You've got the sun central to you. Everything is going to come in for you. Flow with it. Don't force it. Just groove with the energy. You'll know it when you see it. All right. You have Knight of Pentacles coming in. This is coming in upright, so someone is here to bring you a message of abundance. This could be a message of manifestation. Sometimes pentacle energy can represent manifestations because it's stuff that's physical, that's tangible. This is your money. This is an income source. This could be a promotion. This could be maybe a new random job opportunity. This could maybe be a new investment opportunity. But something is coming in for you that's tangible, that's going to help improve your financial status, maybe something with the home, but it's slow moving. Also, I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, this is about focusing on your day-to-day as well. This is about, okay, how am I going to organize my actual day-to-day? Monday through Friday, I do A, B, and C. At this time, I do this. At that time, I do that. I mean, you're literally scheduling out your days. And I feel like this is going to help you ground yourself as you get into alignment with these choices that you have to make, right? So remember, this is all about options. This could be people. This could be people and jobs. It could be anything. It could be anything that these cups represent to you, but these represent opportunities and choices. Choose carefully, choose wisely, because not all the cups contain great things. Some of these cups contain karmic lessons that you don't want to have to repeat again. So make sure you're choosing something that's in your highest, that's for your highest good and in alignment with you. Don't go through another karmic cycle. So if you have to repeat another karmic lesson, it's not fun. If it sucked the first time, it's really gonna suck the second time. All right. So organize your days. I feel like this is like someone getting like their daily planner and literally doing that. All right. In your environment, 2 of Cups reversed. Yeah. I feel like it's a soulmate energy making its way into your life. It's just a bit immature right now because you have some things you need to figure out with the 7 of Cups. I feel like once you get into alignment with this, and once you get your daily, your day-to-day schedule set, this 2 of Cups will be ready to enter. The energy will be supported for that. So yeah, this is soulmate energy, twin flame energy, the real deal. The real deal is coming in for you, Capricorn. Absolutely. All right, outcome. What do we have? Ace of Wands. Passion, motivation, creativity, inspired action, spiritual growth. Yeah. With this fire energy, you got the Queen of Wands. This is you feeling your groove. With the Magician. Oh, yeah. This is you getting excited about life and manifesting an amazing life for yourselves. All right? So, the past is in the past. I feel like it's not even a thing for you. Not even a thing. So, yeah. That's all I got. Need I say more? But let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers because that was an amazing reading. Honestly, this reading was a lot better than your other one. Your other one was really good. This is awesome. So I'm pulling from the Untamed Truth Oracle. Let's just see what comes out. These have a unique way of conveying certain messages. Sometimes there's swear words, so I just want to caveat that. But right now I'm not seeing any swear words. So, ooh, that one flew out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, swear word just popped out, so we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so focus is coming in reversed. Upright, it's about you pointing your arrow and saying, I want to attract that. And it's being general about it, but you know the general direction of where you're going to launch that arrow, right? You're pulling back, you're pulling back, you're pulling back. You're letting it go. The moment you release, you understand you are no longer in control of the trajectory of that arrow. But Spirit is, the universe is, and it's going to land that arrow on a point that's exactly right for you. You don't get to dictate where it lands. You get to point in the general direction. Because this is coming in reverse, Capricorn, I feel like this is you being a bit indecisive with the cups. And that's why you're taking a moment to pause and reflect with the Hangman. Considering all of your options, considering all perspectives. Everything is on the table right now for consideration. You haven't ruled out anything yet, but you do know one thing for sure is you want love and passion and a balanced, healthy relationship. You want that soulmate energy. That's one thing for sure that you know that. There's other things that you are considering. I feel like it's about, maybe personality traits, characteristics, qualities. I also think that it could be residential, like are you living in a home or in a dwelling that's conducive to what type of life you're trying to attract? Are you in the right city? Are you in the right job, in the right career field? Are you making the right money? So I feel like you're really taking stock of every aspect of your life because you're up leveling yourself for real. The unknown is coming in. I think you have a lot of questions, and again, this goes back to this cups. A lot of things that you're considering, but you're being guided by your intuition. This is water energy. Some of you, like I said in the beginning of the reading, may be dealing with the Pisces because you have a hangman crossing you. That is the Pisces card, one of the Pisces cards. But I also feel like right now this is a time for you to get in touch with your intuition. Absolutely. Gut check. What is your gut telling you? And do things that feels right to you. If you have to force something or if it feels dark and heavy, don't go that direction. Don't pick that cup. Don't take that opportunity. Follow your gut, trust it, and flow. Flow with this energy. Yeah, surrender. Because that's what's going to bring everything in that you want. This is interesting that this is coming in. It has a swear word. This is the oh fuck card. So I think some of you may be like, oh my God, you know, I've got so much to choose from. You may be feeling overwhelmed. And I feel like maybe that's why you have the hangman coming in, and why you're taking a pause to stop and think about what you're going to choose, because I think you're still getting yourself in alignment. All right, and that's a good thing. Take time. You don't have to act hasty at all, but because you have this, you're not focused. All right, because you have this going on up in here. So once you clear your energy and get grounded and you understand, okay, now I really know what I want, you can truly focus that arrow in the exact direction that you want, and the likelihood of this arrow landing on what you want increases. Okay? But if you try and launch this arrow like this, oh, forget it. Forget it. You're going to repeat karma. All right? That's just what I'm getting. So, okay. So, let's pull from the Pure Love Oracle. Let's check in with soulmate energy in relationships. These cute little cards. And I usually pull 2 for the masculine. Well, we got 3. Masculine has a lot to say, apparently. So we'll let him speak. Let's see what the feminine has. Usually it's 2 and 2 is what I was trying to say before all that happened. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is confirming what we said. We need to clear the air with honesty. Look for signs of our love around you. We need to wait for better conditions. Hangman. Pausing, reflecting, considering your options. Yeah. I feel like this is confirming that. So the masculine is, if this is a connection that's out of union, I feel like the masculine is still in love with the feminine, and they are taking steps to reflect and think about how they can approach this relationship in a healed, more balanced way. But there needs to be a healing conversation that needs to take place. He wants to clear the air with honesty. And it may be that, you know, it's a conversation where it's like, okay, we got to say what we need to say. And it may not end up in union. It may actually be like, all right, well, I now have closure, and I'm going to move on from this connection because I'm in search of the 2 of Cups. I'm in search of an amazing, balanced, healthy, sexual, loving relationship. The full thing. So that's a possibility. That's the energy that I'm getting off the masculine. And when I was doing this reading, I felt a strong masculine presence. So I feel like for Capricorn masculines, I feel like this is something that some of you may be experiencing. For feminine, I wish you could be here right now, and I want to spend my life with you. Yeah. Yeah. So for my feminines, Yeah, I get the sense this is a connection that's out of union, and I think it's been out of union for a while. I do feel like there has been some 5D communication going on between you and your twin. I do kind of get from this particular feminine or feminines, it could be some of you, this is a twin flame connection. There's been a lot of telepathic communication in the 5D. I think it's timing. This is definitely timing. I feel like some of you, for others, the soulmate connections, it doesn't have to be karmic connections. This is like a loving soulmate connection, just not someone who's not on the twin flame journey, because that can be really tough, really emotional. It's a lot of healing, and it's kind of isolating and lonely because it's hard. And you're not always guaranteed union in this current lifetime. But for the soulmates, I get the sense that some of you may have had communication here in the 3D. Maybe someone has already sent a text message to check in. It's like, hey, how you doing? How have you been over this past, 6 months to a year, what have you? So I feel like there's some check-ins that are going on. But it's definitely a timing thing. I do think that there's interest here on both parties, but it's just about settling into everyone's new cycles. And then as the energy settles and as you start vibrating, it's about creating those timelines to really come back into union together. All right. So that's what I'm getting from that. All right, so up next is I'm going to pull from the animal spirit. I've been working a lot with animal energy. I'm doing a lot of shamanic journeying recently. It's just part of my spiritual ascension process and spiritual development. And so the animals have been interesting, and I've been feeling the tug to get this deck of cards for a while, for about a month, and I finally was able to do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and I'm glad I did because I really like them. Okay, so you got 3. So first up is Cobra. Oh yeah. Oh, Peacock and Elk. Oh my God. There's another sign that got the same thing, the Peacock and the Elk. The Elk is all about masculine energy, really getting grounded. It's like stoic earth energy, very, very solid, very stable, very practical. And I feel like Capricorns, this could be you right now, because I do feel like you're taking the time to really go through your day-to-day. You've got that Knight of Pentacle that appeared in your environment card. Yeah, it's in your environment card, and I feel like you're really just lining up your day, getting your daily life organized. The Peacock is about kindness and joy and beauty and inner beauty coming through. So that's air energy. Cobra, I'm not too sure, but I'm going to read through the book too to make sure that we do get these messages correctly.